This fight, this is true beef. This isn't a persona. This isn't a character. This is a guy that literally, like these guys literally fought backstage where, we get the famous 3-piece of the soda from Jorge Masvidal. We get that whole point of what he did. I mean, this has been 3 years in the making, Schmo. I mean, this 3 years, drama, them calling each other everything under the sun. And now they get a chance to prove it on December 11th. And I believe this fight right here is going to be absolutely fireworks.
What the hell took so long? Last week, the Schmo was in Denver. We were in the flesh interviewing Kamaru Usman, him getting ready for Colby Covington in New York, UFC 268. The Schmo loves what Usman always says, show me something, do something, do something. Well, finally, we're going to get some action in the welterweight division. And if Leon Edwards gets through Masvidal, he is the clear-cut next man in line to be fighting for the welterweight strap. But let me say this to you, Triple C. If Masvidal does beat Leon Edwards, does he get a third shot at Usman if Usman beats Colby? Or, granted, does he fight Colby Covington with Colby's first title defense? That's a great storyline. Does it just depend on what happens at Madison Square Garden for that next fight? What would you say?
This is the thing, Schmo. We tell the truth here, and it's all about numbers. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. And this is the thing. This is how the UFC works. Yeah, it's mixed martial arts, but in reality, it's a damn marketing company. If Jorge Masvidal is able to display and knock this dude out, he is the next person in line and possibly fight Kamaru Usman for the third time. Because this is the way it works. This is just the way it is. Unless Uncle Dana doesn't want it no more. Jorge Masvidal brings in the numbers. If Colby does happen to beat, Kamaru Usman, he is definitely going in there. And I know for a fact that that's more of what probably more of the official UFC actually want, because there's more of a storyline. I mean, literally, Kamaru Usman has done a lap. And I'm going to say this again for Kamaru Usman as his friend. I think he needs to go up and conquer a second belt.
Well, he talked about fighting Canelo for pound best. Best in boxing, best in MMA. He's willing to box him. Hey, Conor McGregor once said that too, and he ended up fighting Floyd Mayweather. Just saying, because he won't fight Izzy, who's his best bud. The African blood brothers right there at 185. 155 would be way too hard of a weight cut for him, man. So, listen, maybe that's an option. But let the Schmo just say this for the record. If Colby Covington is the champion, no matter what, we see the winner of Leon Edwards and Masvidal fighting him. If Usman is and Leon Edwards wins, that's the fight. But if Masvidal wins, the Schmo thinks you gotta still look at Gilbert Alderino Burns. A lot of people were not high on the victory against Wonderboy Thompson. The Schmo was high on that. We can't skip him over. He didn't get the opportunity to rematch Usman. Masvidal's already gotten the opportunity to get the rematch. Don't sit on Alderino in that scenario. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, Alderino, you make me want to go eat some Doritos, man. I don't know, something about that name makes me want to just eat some chips. But you're right, Schmo. We cannot sleep on with the American name, the Brazilian with the American name, Gilbert Burns, because we cannot. The dude is a savage he's a savage on the ground. He's a former jiu-jitsu world champ, and he has shown to be able to knock people out with his hands. So, but at the same time, he just recently fought Kamaru Usman. I don't think they're gonna give him the fight. He's gonna have to go on the next 2-3 fight win streak, and I think he will eventually get it. It's just only the fact that Kamaru Usman knocked him out within I believe it was the third round. And I think Leon Edwards, if he wins, he definitely deserves it. I don't think nobody bypasses this, and I'm even gonna make him the favorite against Jorge Masvidal because he's slick. He even wrestles. That's the only thing that's more likely. I think that he's gonna pull those tricks out of his hat. He's got great striking. More likely, he might try to set things up to eventually take Masvidal down. Because if you've seen that from the last fight with Kamaru Usman, that's exactly what you do. That's exactly what you do to beat a Jorge Masvidal.